Let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to session 3, which is titled Improving System Management and Operations with Sharp 2 Reliability Products, Part 1. I'll explain some of what that means here in a second. My name is Jeff Lindley. I'm the Associate Administrator for Operations for FHWA, and I'm going to serve as the moderator for the session this morning. The second Strategic Highway Research Program, otherwise known as SHARP 2, is a major national research program addressing important transportation challenges in the areas of safety, infrastructure renewal, travel time reliability, and capacity planning. It was authorized by Congress in Safety Lieu, and the research began in 2006 and has been managed by the Transportation Research Board. It's a $230 million research program, and in the reliability focus area, that resulted in 26 products that were aimed at developing management and technical tools to reduce congestion and improve travel time reliability. Reliability, it was interesting this morning. I was listening to the speakers, and reliability came up, I think, in almost every presentation. It's an important concept. You know, when we first started talking about SHARP 2 10 years ago, it was kind of a new concept, and now I think it's gotten a lot more play. It's what's important, most important, to system users, and you don't have to think too far beyond what aggravates you most about your daily commute. It's not that it takes you 20 minutes to make a trip that would normally take 10 if that happens every morning. It's that some days it takes 20 and some days it takes 30 and some days it's worse than that. The research program was intentionally initially focused on non-recurring causes of congestion such as traffic incidents, work zones, special events, things like that. But one of the key research findings is that all forms of congestion adversely affect reliability. So a congested transportation system is inherently an unreliable transportation system. The research and development in SHARP 2 has resulted in numerous tools, technical references, training, procedures that will be of direct benefit to transportation professionals, but these benefits can only be realized through implementation. We've done most all of the research that needs to be done in this program. Now we need to implement that research. FHWA, in cooperation with AASHTO, is leading the implementation effort. We're offering technical assistance to states, MPOs, local agencies, and others who are interested in using the SHARP 2 products, and we're offering financial implementation assistance to lead adopters through the Implementation Assistance Program. So what we're going to do today in a series of 3 sessions is to present some of the key reliability products that are coming out of the reliability research, as well as offering you some opportunity to provide input and make sure that you understand what those products are, how they might be used, and how they might be useful to you. In this first session, we're going to talk about 3 products that are already being implemented. We'll talk about organizing for reliability tools. Those tools look at how organizations can position themselves for success in management and operations. We'll look at training for traffic incident responders, and we'll look at a knowledge transfer system that will provide a single place for practitioners to go for a range of useful information about reliability and management and operations. And as I said, these are all products that are currently being implemented. The second session, which is at 1 o'clock in this same room, 1:30, sorry about that, we're going to cover 3 products that are kind of on the cusp of being available. One is a package of data and analysis tools for assessing reliability and its effect on operations. The second are regional operations forums that we're currently pilot testing that will provide training and peer networking for management and operations personnel. And then the last product is a work zone impact strategy estimator, which is a tool to help coordinate projects to reduce impacts to traffic, businesses, and residents. Those 2 sessions, obviously, we're covering 6 products. Well, we're covering 6 ways we bundled products, and several more products than that included, but we obviously are not covering the entire breadth of the Sharp 2 reliability program. We tried to focus on the products and the projects that would be of most interest to this audience. Following the second session at 4 o'clock, we will have a final session in this 3-session track that will be an interactive discussion session. We'll have an opportunity for you to ask whatever questions you want to ask of any of the presenters. We'll have all the presenters there. We'll have an opportunity to have a dialogue about the challenges that face all of you, how the products, Sharp 2 products, might be useful to you, and give us some advice on how those products should be implemented. So it's a pretty full day, and I invite you to participate in all 3 sessions, or as many as you can. This session, we've got 3 speakers. We've asked the speakers to spend about 15 or 20 minutes giving us a presentation. We'll follow each speaker with a couple of questions. We'll hopefully have a little bit of an opportunity at the end of the session for additional questions and discussion, but we've got that other opportunity at 4 o'clock as well, so keep that in mind. Let me introduce the speakers. I'm going to do this kind of up front so we're not kind of back and forth up here at the microphone. Our first speaker is John Conrad. John is currently a consultant to AASHTO on the Sharp 2 reliability program. John's also formerly with Washington State DOT and CH2M Hill. John's going to be talking about the Organizing for Reliability Tools products. Paul Deggs is the Chief Engineer for Tennessee Department of Transportation. Paul's going to talk to us a little bit about the traffic incident management training that was produced as part of Sharp 2 and is being implemented around the country, and a little bit about what's going on in Tennessee, which I think you'll find very interesting and informative. And then Gumata Murthy, who's the Associate Program Director for Operations at AASHTO, and he's going to talk about the knowledge transfer system